Hey everyone, it's me, the Elite Ghost again. Or, the Elite Jedi. Yeah. I'll try and make this thing change colors, man. This thing is complicated. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, change colors. So, yeah. I got my lightsaber again. Lightsaber again. You want to see this with the lights turned off? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Yay. uh, okay, so, leave it sitting here for now. Woohoo! And yes, this is the exact same lightsaber that I showed y'all earlier in my previous older video showing y'all my first RGB lightsaber. That lightsaber. Okay, so really what I'm about to do in this video is that this is another reaction video, and it's a Star Wars reaction video, and I'm about to watch another Star Wars Jedi Survivor exclusive hands-on video preview by IGN. So, let's watch and react to this. Let's watch this together. Yeah, I played Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order already. I can't wait to buy and play this one, so let's see what this got for us. What this got for us. Got for us.
As a fan of Star Wars, Souls-likes, and big-budget single-player action games, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was a game that spoke to me on multiple levels. It successfully merged the risk-reward elements of From Software's Soul series with the power fantasy that inherently comes with being a Jedi. That said, it wasn't a perfect combination. Backtracking without any means of fast travel was annoying, exploration was rewarded primarily with underwhelming cosmetics, and I couldn't help but wish that I could do a little more with my powers than just push, pull, and slow. I say all of this because my main takeaway from roughly 5 hours with the upcoming sequel, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, is that I felt like I was systematically crossing off the issues I had with Fallen Order. Survivor feels grander without ever letting the burgeoning scope compromise the exploration and sense of discovery that serves as its heart. My preview time was broken up with me spending about 4 hours on the planet Kobo, a gigantic and wide-open planet that largely serves as Cal's home away from home throughout the course of Jedi Survivor's story, and then about an hour on a moon planet to showcase some more traditional combat and platforming encounters that fans have come to expect. Let's start off with Kobo, because it represents the biggest change in Jedi Survivor vs. Fallen Order. A vast open world that sprawls out in every direction, with interesting encounters and rewards everywhere you turn.
Is that other lightsaber that Cal's dual wielding shorter than his other
We've already
saber?
shown you 9 minutes of Kobo gameplay
shorter?
as part of our IGN first coverage, but what we haven't really gotten to point out is the fact that most of the footage covers only the introduction to the planet, which is a fairly traditional linear portion that guides you through caves, valleys, and mountain trails, but then opens wide up once you get to the southern reach.
Like a Shoto
In a moment that brought to my mind the very first time you step out onto the Great Plateau in Breath of the Wild. My main goal throughout this entire section was to reach the cantina to find someone to repair my crashed Mantis. And I could have just booked it over there to get on with the story, but if I did, I would have missed out on so much meaningful exploration. Off in one direction, there was a hidden cave that housed an incredibly tough and incredibly cool boss battle that I'd be remiss to spoil for you here. Off in another direction, there was a Bedlam Raider camp with stormtrooper armor on spikes and a nasty surprise waiting for me in a trapdoor that led underground. And if I took another path, I'd eventually find a Jedi chamber that housed a gigantic puzzle room. Other paths still were closed off until I found a particular upgrade. Better still, all of these excursions felt appropriately rewarding. Most offered me skill points for my trouble, which are much more valuable in Survivor due to the fact that there are now individual skill trees for each lightsaber stance, your force powers, and for flat health and force upgrades. And even the treasure chests that offer cosmetic items have vastly improved rewards due to the fact that you can find entirely different outfits for Cal to wear, as opposed to just different designs
Yeah,
of
it looks like
ponchos.
his
In addition to that, you
other
can even find
lightsaber
new
is shorter
hairstyles to equip
than
Cal
his other
with.
one, but one's
My personal
longer.
favorite so far was a bandana that made him look a little bit like Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Kobo is massive, but thankfully I never felt lost thanks to some truly excellent map features, like automatic markers that highlight passageways that lead to unexplored areas, symbols that let you know what areas you can't access yet with your current abilities, a trail that marks the way you just came, and of course, fast travel. Thank Yoda for fast travel. Even better, Cal eventually also gains the ability to tame beasts, so he can use them as mounts or as ways to traverse large gaps. All of these additions, on top of just stellar art design, all add up to make the act of exploring Kobo a joy. Another thing that struck me as I was playing was how good both the level and enemy design was at setting up fun opportunities for
that
you to use your
saber
force
throw
powers
is so
in fun
nice
ways.
and cool looking.
Mini-boss arenas are full of objects that can be force-pulled and thrown to deal big damage. Rolling mines are both a constant threat and a constant blessing when you can send them back at pursuing foes. And there were plenty of opportunities to end a battle before it began by force-pushing foes off a ledge. Kobo is also not a one-stop shop. It's a planet that you're meant to return to many times over the course of Cal's adventure. Aside from the aforementioned locked passageways that Cal won't be able to progress through until he gets a specific upgrade, the cantina and the town it resides in, Rambler's Ranch, doubles as sort of a home base for Cal. There are vendors to purchase new customization options, colorful NPCs to talk to, and every time you come back, you can be certain there will be something new to check out. The second area I got to play was on an unnamed moon planet that Cal and his companion Bode visit sometime later in the game. In comparison to Kobo, this felt like a much more traditional style of level that would have been right at home in Jedi Fallen Order. That isn't to take anything away from it though, because it was a ton of fun, with a healthy balance of both death-defying platforming challenges and edge-of-my-seat combat encounters. The thing that stood out most about this level, though, was that there was almost a horror theme to it. Turns out that the enemies were expecting Cal, and thus most of them were lying in ambush. The beginning was very tense as it seemed like enemies were hiding around just about every corner, waiting to get the jump on me. Even in a level that was much more linear, there still were plenty of goodies hidden off the beaten path, including Jedi Survivor's take on a DMC-like challenge ring. In it, I had to face off against wave after wave of what seemed like hundreds upon hundreds of B1 droids that would all go down in one or two hits, but could very easily swarm and overwhelm me. It was an absolute blast, and surprisingly tough as well, once they started mixing in some droids that would self-destruct if I didn't force push them away, or otherwise just get the heck out of there in time. I love this encounter because it's something that wouldn't have made sense within the context of the actual level, but in a sealed-off space where anything goes, it was the perfect kind of combat test. I hope there are a ton more of these, and I happily search every nook and cranny to find them. I could go on about the Jedi Chamber puzzle rooms, the fun new force powers, the exciting story beats that took place after I stepped foot into the cantina, or some of the awesome boss battles that I had to overcome. But it's all stuff that's probably better experience for yourself once the game comes out on April 28th. In the meantime, make sure to check out our breakdown of the 5 lightsaber stances, a look at 8 new enemies you'll face off against, and a quick peek at just one of the aforementioned Jedi Chamber puzzle rooms as our coverage of Star Wars Jedi Survivor continues all throughout the month of February. Thanks for watching, and for everything else, keep it here on IGN.
Yo, did y'all see that spin attack move? I'm glad they're showing us that again. That double-bladed spin attack. Wow, guys, that looks really cool.
Hey!
Wait a minute, hang on. What the heck's playing? Man, stop playing. Okay. Sorry about that, people. I need to cut it out. So yeah, guys. Wow. That was like those lightsaber attacks look so freaking cool and awesome, man. Like that looked amazing. Yeah, I cannot wait to buy and play this game. Yeah, this is white now, so. God, I didn't even know I was gonna hit this. Man, I'm gonna end up hitting and breaking something. And I'm gonna get in trouble. So, yeah, guys, that was it. that was really, that was really cool. Those lightsaber attacks that Cal Kestis used and has done, and have already done, those look so cool and awesome. Yeah, I cannot wait to play this game one day when it comes out. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the deluxe edition. So, people, wait, hang on, I'm just now thinking. Is Cal's blaster that he has on his side his grapple hook? Or does he actually have a blaster in the game? I don't know, but anyways. I'm just changing the colors on this thing. So, yeah. Yeah, I got another Star Wars video for y'all to watch. So, check that out when it comes out, when I upload it soon. And please like, subscribe, and share if you're new to my channel. It'll help me out a lot, and I would appreciate it a lot. And stay tuned for more. Later.